Once upon a time, in a small garden nestled amidst towering trees, there lived a tiny seedling named Sammy. Sammy was a curious and adventurous little seed, always eager to explore the world around him. But unlike his fellow seedlings, who were content to remain nestled in the safety of the soil, Sammy harbored a secret dream. He longed to soar through the skies like the birds he often watched from his leafy perch. "Why must I stay here, buried in the ground?" Sammy would often ponder, his tiny leaves rustling in the breeze. "I want to see the world from up high, to feel the wind against my face and the sun on my petals." The other seedlings would chuckle and tease Sammy for his outlandish dreams. "Seeds are meant to stay in the ground," they would say. "We're not meant to fly." But Sammy refused to give up on his dream. He would spend his days gazing up at the sky, imagining himself soaring through the clouds. He would even practice flapping his tiny leaves, pretending they were wings. One day, as Sammy was lost in his daydreams, a gentle breeze carried by a wise old owl swooped down to where he was. The owl perched on a nearby branch and observed Sammy with his large, knowing eyes. "What troubles you, little one?" the owl asked in his soft, raspy voice. Sammy poured out his heart to the owl, telling him about his dream to fly. The owl listened patiently, his head bobbing up and down. "Sammy," the owl said when Sammy had finished, "dreams are like seeds. They need to be nurtured and cared for in order to grow." The owl then explained to Sammy that just as seeds need sunlight, water, and fertile soil to grow, dreams need belief, perseverance, and a little bit of magic. Inspired by the owl's words, Sammy set about nurturing his dream. He soaked up the sun's rays, drawing energy from its warmth. He drank in the rainwater, quenching his thirst for knowledge, and he dug his roots deep into the soil, anchoring himself in his belief in himself. As the days turned into weeks, Sammy began to feel a change within himself. His stem grew stronger, his leaves grew wider, and his tiny roots stretched further into the earth. He could sense that his dream was taking root, growing stronger with each passing day. One morning, as Sammy was basking in the morning sun, he felt a strange sensation. His leaves were tingling, his stem was swaying, and his roots were stirring. Suddenly, he felt himself lifting off the ground. He was flying. Sammy soared through the air, the wind whistling through his leaves. He flew over the garden, over the trees, and over the rooftops of the nearby houses. He felt free and exhilarated, his heart filled with joy. From that day on, Sammy became known as the Flying Seedling. He would often take to the skies, sharing his story with other seedlings and encouraging them to never give up on their dreams. And so, the little seedling that dared to dream proved to the world that with belief, perseverance, and a little bit of magic, anything is possible.